Welcome back to Momentum Academy. In this lesson, we're going to build the feature or services cards that sit underneath the hero section on our landing page. If you look in the Figma file, you'll see this section has a heading and description at the top, and then 3 cards in a row. In the main group, we have got the same padding as on the hero, 156 pixels left and right, and 64 pixels top and bottom. And there is a space of 48 between the text and the cards. Each card has an icon, a title, and some supporting text. Let's build it together in Bubble. Start by adding a new group underneath the hero. Rename this group Group Services. Change it to a row and set the container alignment to center. Now let's add the padding. 64 pixels top and bottom and 156 pixels left and right. Inside Group Services, add another group and call it Group Container. Keep it as a column because we want its content to run down the page. In Figma, the spacing here is 48, so add a row gap of 48. And give it a max width of 1128 so it doesn't stretch too far. Just a note on why we use padding instead of margins. If we add margins to this group, you will see that the margin pushes out. Whereas padding pushes inwards. If I duplicate this group, you will see that we would need to add margins to every single child element inside a parent. Whereas padding pushes everything inside the group inward, so you only set it once on the parent element. So using padding keeps things simple. Now let's add the heading and description. In Figma, the heading says Our Services. The font is Inter, weight 600, size 32, with a line height of 40, that's 1.25. Notice the letter spacing is -2%. The colour is a dark grey, so copy that code. Back in Bubble, add a text element, type in Our Services. Detach the style, check the font is Inter, set the weight to 600, the size is 32, adjust the line spacing to 1.25. To achieve the letter spacing of -2%, we need to enter -0.64. Lastly, paste in the dark grey colour for the font colour. For the description, let's go back and check in Figma. Its placeholder text is Inter, weight 400, size 18, with a line height of 24. The letter spacing is back to 0 and the colour is the same. Let's copy the placeholder text first. Now in Bubble, copy and paste the Our Services text and paste in the placeholder text. Change the weight to 400, change the size to 18, and set the line spacing 1.3. Change the line spacing back to 0 and leave the colour the same. In Figma, you can see that this text is grouped together with a spacing gap of 16, so let's add that in Bubble. Hold down Shift to select both text elements, right-click or Control, and select Group Elements together into a column. Call this group heading. Keep it a column, with the container alignment to the top. Add a spacing gap and set it to 16. Center the horizontal alignment and check Fit Width to Content. Now we have our group heading in the center, but our services text is still left aligned. Select the text and set the horizontal alignment to center. Now our heading is neatly aligned and matching our Figma design. Now let's move on to the first card. In Figma, the card is 355 by 264 pixels and the corners are rounded at 16 pixels. Padding inside the card is 24 top and bottom, 16 left and right. There's a gap of 24 between the icon and the text. If you click inside the card, you will see that the text is held together in a container with a gap of 8 between the title and the description. Above the text, we have this circle icon, which is 56 pixels. Back in Bubble, add a new group inside Group Container and call it Group Card. Keep it a column. Add the spacing gap of 24. Set it to fixed width of 355 and a fixed height of 264. Add the padding of 24 top and bottom and 16 left and right. Next, we want to set the colour in the Appearance tab. I'm just going to grab that from Figma. Set the background style to flat colour and paste the colour we copied, which is the light grey hash F0, F1, F2. Add the border rounding of 16. Now for the icon. Let's check it in Figma. Copy the colour and check the dimensions. Drag a shape into your card. Give it a fixed width of 56 and a fixed height of 56. Center the horizontal alignment. In the Appearance tab, paste the colour we copied for the background. Right now this is a square, so to make it a circle, set the rounding to halve its width, which is 28. Now for the card title. In Figma, the title is Inter, weight 600, size 24, line height 32, so 1.3, and the colour is dark grey. Copy the colour. In Bubble, add a text element, type in the title product strategy. Detach the style, check the font is Inter. Set the weight to 600, the size is 24, and the line spacing is 1.3. Paste in the grey colour we copied. In the Layout tab, set the horizontal alignment to centre. Below the title we have the description. In Figma, it's Inter 400, size 18, line height 24, that's 1.3, and the same dark grey. Let's copy the placeholder text. In Bubble, copy and paste the heading text. Paste in the description text. Set the weight to 400. The size to 18. Change the text alignment to centre our paragraph inside its own text box. We want to keep the same line spacing 1.3 and colour. Now select the title and description, group them into a column container. Set the spacing gap to 8. Rename this group text. Preview now. You should see one card with a circle placeholder, a heading, and some supporting text. Let's make the other two. In Figma, we can see the titles for our other cards. So back in Bubble, copy and paste your first card twice. If your third card ended up inside your second card like mine, just grab it in the elements tree and drag it out, placing it above the second card. Now you have 3 cards. At the moment they'll stack vertically because group container is a column, so select the 3 cards, right click or control and click and group them into a row. Call this Group Cards row. In Figma, the spacing between cards is 32. Let's test how that works in Bubble. Add a column gap of 32. Preview. I have a problem as the cards don't quite fit in my row. The size of my cards with the spacing gap comes to 1129 pixels. It's 1 pixel too small. Instead of setting a fixed gap, change the container alignment to space between. That way, the cards stay evenly spaced and adjust as the page width changes. Now go into each card and update the text. Change the second to UX/UI design and the third to development. Preview one more time. And that's it. The feature card section is complete. Well done. You've now finished Module 1 and this part of the landing page. In the next module, we'll discuss UI and UX design and move on to continue building step by step.